So we're going to move on, man. Next game we got in the pipe, man. Ooh-wee, boy. I got some words for you for this one. Who's it? Miami going down to Tallahassee, man, facing off with number 18 Florida State, man. They ended up winning 28-22. Really, that game was really 28-3, but ended up being 28-22, man. Let me hear what happened with your prediction. You said it was going to be 28-14. Florida State. What happened with your prediction, dog?
Like I said, I feel like both teams played extremely well, but I gotta give it up for Miami. That line is incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. You gotta think about if your leading tackler is on your D line, that is amazing. What do you have to really worry about from that? That's just something you don't have to really worry about. Yo, the leading tackler was on the D line. You know who it is. One sack. Mezzi.
Oh, was Mezzador?
I think Mezzador had
Yeah, that's probably double team. They were double team.
Got a one sack. Mm-hmm. They sacked him twice. I told you, he gets up out of there. He extended plays. I felt like Miami kind of let off the gas later on in the game. But
we'll talk about it in a second. We'll talk about that.
Carson played great. He was
phenomenal game.
20 for 27, 241, 2 tuds, 0 picks.
4 tutties, buddy.
The receiver, freshman, Malachi, Tony went crazy. 7 catches, 107, 2 tuds. Daniels had 78. Like I said, Mezzador leading. When you got a D lineman that's just doing that type of destruction, getting pressure like that whole line coming and corralling, having Castellanos running all game, not being able to step in the pocket, that was the problem. He couldn't step in the pocket. When you're able to step in the pocket, you're able to make better throws, to stay in and he couldn't do it. Some of the picks, you go back and look at the film, some of the picks he throw is because he couldn't step in the pocket. That is great, well-coached defense. Like I said, you was right about that. Miami, I tip my hat. I kind of feel bad. I didn't have faith in you just because I just know sometimes that, running quarterbacks, you didn't face one yet. Castellanos is one of the best in the nation to do that. I commend you on that. You guys played well. You had 5.7 yards to play to their 4.9. They did outdo you with first downs, 27-14, but you guys was getting big plays. You was getting stops when you needed them. And you can, when you're up and you're feeling real comfortable, you can sit back a little bit. You can relax a little bit. You can let off the gas a little bit. But you won the game. That was the most important. Castellanos, he got to get in the lab, man.
One trick pony, dog. Yeah, one trick pony.
Just 25, 45, 272, 2 tuds, 2 picks.
Man, them tuds is meaningless.
And the craziest part about this is, guys, you were the leading rusher too, man.
No.
That is not
recipe for disaster.
That is not that, and that's why I'm going to. That is not the recipe to win. When you are coming off the field with third downs, you're throwing TDs in the red zone. You're not capitalizing off penalties. You're fumbling the ball. You're not holding the ball. You're not taking care of possessions.
Yeah.
You put that all in the pot. You mix it up, and you get a loss. That's what happened. It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Like I said, Deuce had 6 catches, 87, but still the 3 turnovers, just too strong. Miami too strong of a defense. It was a hard fought, but they tried, man. I mean, they couldn't do much. Miami is definitely legit. They was only 35% on third downs and still able to prevail, bro.
Man, what people don't want is Miami to have a defense, man.
And they got it.
Let me give a big shout out to Jacoby Thomas, man. Jacoby Thomas out there balling, man. 2 big pass defended. He had a nice tackle for loss. Keem Mesidor also had 2 tackles for loss and a sack. The defense came to play, man. And that all ties into with them taking their foot off the gas. You really don't want to make no mistakes. You don't really want to make no fumbles. I know people saying they playing scared, but have you ever, you know what happened when you go back and look at the Super Bowl with Atlanta when the Patriots came back? How they come back? They came back because Atlanta was still being too aggressive when they actually could have ran the ball. If they could have just ran the ball and controlled the ball and actually won the Super Bowl. That's all they had to do. Nope, they still passing and going crazy, and you 3 and out. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You really, it looks in the visual aspect, it looks like he taking the foot off the gas, but really he's controlling the game. Because he has a defense to lean on. He can lean on his defense. Even though they gave us some points at the end of the game, it don't matter.
Yeah.
It really don't matter, man. Shout out Shamar Brown too. Like his stats really don't show it, but he had a lot of those tough carries that led for that kind of paved the way for Mark Fletcher to have his breakout runs. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Malachi Tony. He a dog.
Definitely.
Miami had a dude like that in a minute, dog.
Bro.
And CJ Daniels, man. CJ Daniels, he a good receiver, man. Good receiver, man.
Yeah, it was balling. Like I said, another crazy fact, bro. They had 13 penalties for 114 and still prevailed.
Boy,
13.
They was trying to MGM them boys.
They did it. The special didn't work. I think the special didn't work. And 100 yards, 100. Y'all got to think about this. It's only 100 yards for the football field. They got 114. They went down the field and went a first down and 4 yards of penalties. That's a lot. And still prevail. Miami's the real deal. Y'all, I'm telling y'all.
The real deal.
Shout out to Juju Lee. What's good, my boy? Hey, y'all looking good. I know you a Miami fan. Ju, they looking good. And that defense, I'm telling you, and when they get late and they doing their thing, Julian, I'm telling you, hey, they gonna be a problem. Again, when you got your D lineman, the leading tackle, you can't ask for nothing. The coaches over there just they over there feeling good. You ain't got, it's a lot. It's just pressure released off each position, man, and it's a good thing in Miami. It's a
dominant win, man. Dominant win. BTA, man, even though it wasn't a complete blowout, but it's complete domination.
It's domination, bro. It's domination. No match. It was no match. It was really no match.
It wasn't. And with that, we're gonna move